Hey there, I'm John,
And I'm Josh.
and we are up to week 6 of the 2024 college football season. We're going to talk about what we think is going to happen, and let's go ahead and jump into this. We'll start with Michigan State. They're going to be at number 6 Oregon on Friday night.
Right,
What's going to happen here?
I think
What
for
we
this
expect.
one, it's Oregon. The way Oregon needs to view this is they need to beat Michigan State as bad as Ohio State did.
Yes.
Just look
True.
good, right? Yeah, we just saw Ohio State play Michigan State last week, and so that, to me, that's actually the mindset. Like, look as good as Ohio State, and then you're good.
And my guess is they will.
Probably.
Yeah. Auburn's going to be at number 5 Georgia.
That's tough. Maybe Auburn is better at away games than they are home games.
We'll find out.
It's hard not to be at the year that they're having. Man, I'm being real mean to Auburn, but Oregon is going to absolutely destroy Auburn. I mean, Georgia is absolutely going to destroy Auburn. Oregon would too. But it would just be kind of funny if Auburn came in here and did give them a hard time.
Yeah.
So that being said, Georgia wins big.
Yeah. Number 1 Alabama is going to be up at Vandy, and again, I think Alabama's got to be careful. Vanderbilt's not a pushover,
Right. I mean,
as they typically are.
We don't know a lot about Missouri, but they brought it down to the wire against Missouri.
Yeah. So I think Alabama's got to be careful with that one. That being said, I don't think that they'll have a big problem.
And that Vandy home crowd can be crazy.
You're mean. Okay. Number 4 Tennessee is going to be at Arkansas. And so what do we expect here? What we think we expect, right?
I mean, I picked Arkansas, I think, twice now to pull off an upset for me. 0 for 2 with them. So that's why which is arguably now they're probably going to get it. But
No.
Nico and company
Can't imagine.
are absolutely going to dominate Arkansas.
Yeah.
This is the first real offense and defense that they're seeing. Texas A&M, nah. So Tennessee wins big.
Okay, agree. Number 10, Michigan is going to be at Washington. And again, Washington's been struggling.
Yeah, but Michigan has
Michigan has not. Michigan's winning, but they're not blowing anybody
Nobody,
away.
man.
Yeah.
But all you have to do is win, right? So all that really matters is the score at the end of the game. I would argue Minnesota's better than Washington. Maybe I'm wrong there. So Michigan needs to watch out. And Washington can have a pretty good home field advantage.
Okay. Number 15, Clemson is going to be at Florida State.
SMU just blew out Florida State last week.
Yeah.
Clemson going to do the same thing.
Oh, my goodness.
Is DJ still their quarterback?
Yeah.
Did he get benched in that last game?
No, I think he was still playing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, go on the side of the road, find anybody, and put them in a quarterback for Florida State. Anybody. I am officially just. I'm sorry. I cannot understand how Florida State is in this situation.
Their backup quarterback must be really bad.
It has to be, man. I mean, are they paying these players? I mean, the amount of money. It almost makes me angry thinking about the amount of money that Florida State has in the NIL world, and you can't find players to win games.
And you would think DJ's probably making a lot of money, and it's like, good grief.
Then you start writing. Just go ahead and make it like that. Just write contracts at this point.
Yeah.
You can't win games. You don't get money.
Yes. Number 9, Missouri. They're going to be at number 25, Texas A&M. Again, they're playing in a tough crowd, and like you said, they're actually favored, right?
Yes, Texas A&M is favored, but to be fair, if Texas A&M is at home, they can win a game, right?
Yeah,
they just
right.
can.
You're
And
right.
I don't know, man.
Missouri has not shown
struggled against Vanderbilt, so this is a big game to me to see if Missouri is even partially deserving of this top 10 ranking, because they haven't really done much so far.
Yeah, that's true. Iowa's going to be at number 3, Ohio State. I really haven't paid much attention to how Iowa's been doing.
Iowa 3-1. They lost to Iowa State, who's undefeated. It was a close game.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
There's no way.
Ohio State's going to win this like 49-10 because the only thing Iowa has going for them still is their defense, but Ohio State's offense is substantially better still.
Yes. Yeah. Number 12, Ole Miss is going to be at South Carolina. This one, I think, on paper, Ole Miss should not have a problem, but Ole Miss this past week
lost to Kentucky.
They lost to Kentucky.
Who's arguably, at least defensively, one of the best teams in the SEC. Defensively. Offensively, oof.
Yes.
But defensively, Kentucky could compete in any game. I think I would hate to be South Carolina right now.
Yeah.
I think this will be Ole Miss's revenge game. I think.
Sort of like you'd hate to be Auburn.
Yeah.
Yes,
Georgia.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like,
I think Lane Kiffin's going to have this team ready to go. I think Jackson Dart is going to have a great game, and I think poor Beamer is going to be on the tough end of that game. So,
okay.
Ole Miss wins.
Number 8, Miami's going to be at Cal. I guess that means it's going to be a late night game.
Yeah. So remember, California's in the ACC now.
Yeah. But still,
the ACC.
But they're still way on the
Atlantic
West
Coast Conference.
Coast. Atlanta.
So is that not? I guess slight advantage to Cal, and it's a late night game too. So like, this is a 9 p.m. game for
Miami.
Might be 10.
Oh, yeah.
It might be a 10 p.m.
Yeah, so it'd be like
9 p.m. game Central Time, I think.
Yeah.
It's just a late game in Miami time.
It's
just none of it really makes sense. But that's really the only thing Cal has going for them.
And it really is.
I think Cam Ward still plays great, and Miami wins this game.
All right, Group of 5. Let's talk about Group of 5.
We'll make it quick.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Utah State, who they're not doing well.
Nah, not a great season.
They're going to be
so far.
at number 21, Boise State.
Yep.
Yeah, Boise State should handle that one pretty handily.
Yeah. 6 p.m. game if you want to see Ashton Gency absolutely ball out. I think Boise potentially covers the 26-point spread.
Yeah.
So
then number 31, James Madison is going to be at UL Monroe.
this is another blowout game. It's going to be probably brutal.
And like you said, James Madison just needs to put up the points.
They got to put up the points. They got to make it
make a
look good.
show. Make a show. Syracuse is going to be at number 25, UNLV.
Huge game for UNLV.
It is.
3-1 Syracuse. They're only look. They have Cal McCord, the Ohio State transfer. He's 14 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Syracuse beat Georgia Tech early on. Remember?
Yeah.
And then obviously, they were ranked at one point in the season, I believe. Yeah. This would be UNLV's 3rd Power 4 win this season. Granted, all of them have been weak Power 4 teams. Or like Houston. I mean, just not the greatest. But still, UNLV wins this game, man. Woo! They are up there if they win this game in the Group of 5.
I think they probably will.
At
The way they're playing
I
right
think
now.
so too, man.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Number
Friday game, by the way.
Okay. Friday. That's
Them
right.
in Oregon.
Yes. And then you have number 38, Army is going to be at Tulsa.
Yeah, we're saying the rankings.
Yeah,
These are just like number 38
That's
is
right.
how many votes they are compared in the AP poll,
Yeah.
essentially. So, yeah.
Most likely they're going to win.
Right?
this
I
pretty
mean,
well.
Tulsa is like, there's not great.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched any of the Army Navy games. We'll talk about Navy here in a second.
Yeah.
Are they still? I need to watch them. If they're still running triple option and they're still doing as good as they are right now, man, that's impressive. They must have some athletes on those teams.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's talk about what potential upset predictions. What are we looking at?
All right, I'll go with the least confident first.
Okay.
Number 35, right? I'm just saying their rankings because they're Group of 5. Navy at Air Force. Air Force is not good. I do not feel good about this. I really had a hard time picking upsets. I was looking and I was just like, it seems like such a black and white.
A lot of these seem very obvious.
Yes. Obviously, there's going to be some wild upsets, but just on paper, they look so obvious. The only reason I'm picking this is because it is a rivalry. Right.
Yeah.
It's 2 military schools going at each other. It's going to be fun. It's going to be at Air Force. I mean, there's height there, right? You're looking at.
They got some altitude.
So I don't feel great about it, but I am going to go with Air Force.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your next one?
SMU at number 22, Louisville. Remember, this is a SMU team with a signature win against Florida State last week.
You're still being mean to Florida State.
They just blew them out of the water.
They really
It was
did.
so bad.
They did.
And Louisville coming off of a tough game against Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I just feel like this is a great opportunity for SMU to solidify themselves as one of the top teams in the ACC. Only one loss for them this season.
Yeah.
Same for Louisville. So SMU wins.
All right. Should be interesting. That's our look at Week 6. Stick around when we talk about what happened.
Go Broncos.